to where the old Astrodome sits here in Houston, Texas. Up next, it's our main event between the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance to tune-up before they play on into the postseason chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September rolls around.
For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. A good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's tackled after a big gain, but he's not going to get to keep the yards or the first down that he picked up either. We got a flag down in the neighborhood of holding. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Can't convert on third. That's to the ground and incomplete. Now I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuffing the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. But a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception. His effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. Certainly some momentum to build on today.
On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
First down, Detroit.
Going to the ground again on first. Escapes a defender. No one's around him. He's got space. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Running it with David Montgomery. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and goal, Detroit.
Tight end going in motion here. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Timeout called on the field. We've got a player shaken up, and at the worst time, too. They just wanted to keep everyone healthy entering the playoffs next week. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Hardy on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And as he approaches the 100-catch mark for the season, you can see that his pace has been among the best in the NFL so far. They go play action with Stroud. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. Shotgun now for Stroud. This one's knocked away, so that's incomplete, and now we've got a flag down. This may be against the offense as well. We got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. From the gun, Stroud. Has it holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Backed up even closer to the goal line. Here's second down. Here's a handoff to Marks. And he gets him around 6 there. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and long for him here. Set up the screen here for Marks. And this is going to be fourth down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there. The Texans set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Across the 45. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
He gets it complete. Dominic Lovett. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good for Detroit first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get this forward to about the 28. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Now bringing tight end in motion right. This is Gibbs on second down. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
It's third down and 6.
He'll air it out on third. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. So that's going to bring up fourth down. McManus sends it through. And this one is center change. Couldn't have hit that much better.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Hardy on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. D'Amico Ryans doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
That's one quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first. To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. It's caught, this is Kirk. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To the air, Stroud. Finds his back, marks. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. They'll run here, following the penalty. Rob Flynn, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Off the play action, here's Stroud. Finds Stover. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Lions in the nickel, this is 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 12.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
One of the tight ends in motion left. Back to Gibbs now on 2nd. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
That's good. For the Lions, 1st down. It's a gain of 10. And the Lions, 1st down.
Another one for Gibbs. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
Henry To'o on the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Goff.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Picked up on the play. And it's
To the air on 3rd and long. Has his man. This is caught by Lovett. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. There's Goff on 1st and 10. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. The Lions out in front. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. They kick the running back in motion. They motion the tight end over. to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. 4th down, Goff throwing. It's on target to Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Delivers another one to Williams. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
10 yards.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, get your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
That's not the way you want to go. Wrong way there. The push sends him backwards to the 6. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. Maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, but that's going to cost him. Gibbs can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
At the 3-yard line.
Gibbs again. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 16-point ball game. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the second time around.
Texans nothing.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Return starts at the 3. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. First down throw by Stroud. The catch is made near the edge. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd down.
There's a dive up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Yeah, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling. Because that was a callback to the early days of football when fullbacks, not running backs, they were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or 2, He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Back to throw, Stroud. Completed over the middle. Won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Right side cut by Higgins. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You know, I like the completions. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line.
Lions take over
The
first
Lions
and
and Jahmyr Gibbs
at
back
their
out on
own
offense.
15-yard line.
And you can see that he's likely in store for some serious work today. He's coming into this final game in position to finish as the league's rushing champ. On first down, it's gone. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down. Throwing is gone. That one's complete, right side. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Goff on third. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or two, and third down's critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. D'Amico Ryans doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll start this drive with Marks. He dodged the tackle. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
And the Texans first down.
Up the middle, it's Marks. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Stroud. He splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this one doesn't go far.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
81, Jaden Higgins. That's a gain of 8. Brings up.
Here he goes, third and long. This one's out to Noel, left side. Breaks the tackle. And he's taken out just short of that marker, but a flag is out. So let's see if they're going to get a redo here on third down. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the gap closes to 14 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Jackson now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. Goff off the play action. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. After the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
He was covered by Henry to
Goff to the air now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
intended for a block.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Third and long for him here. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Roughing the passer on defense.
Third down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. Running it after the penalty. This is ahead for about 5. And stop coming from Henry To'o To'o.
42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Gibbs. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's good for a Lions. First down. First and 10 at the
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. They go play action with Goff. Oh, puts him there under this one, right side. That one is swatted away, incomplete, but there's a flag down in the secondary, and I think they're going to get somebody here for holding. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Sending the tight end in motion left. First down, and they go right back to it. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Henry To'o To'o on the stop. No gain on the play.
Shotgun snap here to go.
Second down.
Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Dominic Lovett.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And down double digits, Brock, field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Grab the throw on first down. Short pass brought in. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. So that's going to be our 2-minute warning. 1:58 to go in the half. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. First down, Stroud. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Intended for Christian
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Stroud. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Incomplete.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Stroud completes it quick. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Punt team on the field. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the ball. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
And 2nd down only works out for a yard. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.